pillars that are necessary to scale up your team. So people always think that team building is like this magical science. I'm here to tell you that it's not as complex as we think it is, but it is also not easy. But it can be simple. Not complex, not easy, but simple. Simple if we know the principles. So, one of the problems that I faced as a business owner was that there were a lot of competition for talent. So, imagine my business, I was gonna grow and I needed people to join me. One of the things that I thought about is, wow, there are so many competitors. Other small businesses are my competitors. Big MNCs and corporations, they were also my competitors. And we are all competing for talent. One of the things that I thought about is, how do I do that if I don't have the budget? As a small business, I don't have the budget to pay somebody with the same salary, perks, benefits as a large MNC, as a corporation. So how do we compete? For a while, I was very, very lost because I thought there was no way I could compete. That was when I realized that this paying for performance does not stand true. It's not true if you want to look for talent to join you or your team. And I'll explain a little bit more. So we always have plans, right? In our head, there's always this way of getting to where we're going to go, and it's always nice, rosy, straight path, straight line kind of journey. But in actual fact, the reality is oftentimes very much more complex, right? It's ups and downs. There's like lake and storms and all that we need to cross in order to get to our destination. One of the things that is important to know and to help us in this journey is that we don't necessarily need to overcomplicate things. Anyone heard of MIT before? MIT, right? Very popular university. Lots of smart people there. So you guys don't need to trust me, but you should trust them, right? And they ran a study. To test what I said about paying for performance and the myth that is around it. One of the studies that they did was to look at how they could tie reward with performance. Now this is a chart that we all think about, right? And you guys as leaders, you also probably think that this is probably going to be true. If you want higher productivity, you basically just give bigger rewards, right? Is that what you guys do? That is literally what I thought I needed to do as well. As a business owner, I thought that was something that I should and I needed to do. What the study found was that there's a very, very big difference between the tasks that people needed to do, people are doing, and whether or not paying for those will result in higher performance. So what worked and what didn't? Now, the study found that if the task was simple, mechanical tasks, you just move objects from point A to point B. Things like what Alvin mentioned just now with the Amazon packers, those are very highly mechanical jobs. Now, if the job was mechanical and simple in nature, then yes, paying for performance does work. But the difference comes when you start looking at complex tasks. Complex tasks are the tasks that you guys have in your team. Because you are dealing with clients that are people, actual people, unique situations, very special financial needs and goals. That's complex. When we look at complex tasks, innovation is necessary, creativity is necessary. When those things come into the picture, suddenly you cannot pay for performance. those studies found that if you actually pay for performance, you actually get the inverse or the reverse. You get lower performance. And they did this study many times. They did a study once in the US and thought, oh, that's very strange. Let's see if this is something that we can replicate somewhere else. Maybe it's just a US thing. So they went to India to replicate the study again, and they found the exact same results. There is a very big difference between simple and complex. So if you're paying for performance and your tasks are complex in nature, you're going to find that paying for performance does not work.